Today on The Real, The Real's Housewives of Atlanta takeover continues.
Now we've got guest host Cynthia Bailey. I love this show. You guys are great.
Then on Girl Chat, we clap back at momsters.
I know what I'm doing.
Yes.
My children are thriving, and that's the biggest clap back you can do. Plus, Lucifer stars Tom Ellis and DB Woodside.
Ebony and Ivory. I like that.
And it's part 2 of The Real's Host Cook-Off.
The flavors are balanced. It looks beautiful. I'm seeing 10 out of 10 here.
The Real. Housewives of Atlanta takeover at The Real with all co-hosts all this week from the hit Bravo show. Today we've got the beautiful, talented supermodel, Miss Cynthia Bailey. Thank you so much for doing this. Welcome back to the show.
Oh, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
I love this show. You guys are great.
Oh,
Thank you.
Right. Thanks. Now, we're all so excited for the new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, premiering Sunday, November 6th on Bravo at 8/7 Central. We had you and Peter here on The Real Season 1.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
So, obviously, you two are no longer together. So, are we going to see your relationship play out on this season of Housewives?
Yes, you will see it play out.
Oh,
Peter
okay.
and I, we've always been very transparent in our relationship, and that's worked for us and against us at the same time. But, just being on the show, I think it's important for us to just really keep it real, like you guys do.
Yeah.
So, yes, you will see it play out. And, it's kind of hard because we got married on the show. We're the only couple that actually got married on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And to have to go, through a divorce on the show is not easy, but, I think the only thing more tragic than divorce is being in something that's not working anymore.
I applaud you for that. Now, is there a new romance that we're going to be seeing stuff about? Are we going to see any?
Oh, well, not yet. I'm
Okay.
actually trying to get out of a relationship, not into one right now.
Good to know. Good to know.
Give me a little bit of time. I am looking forward to eventually, meeting someone. I don't want to be the old lady with like 20 cats or anything. So hopefully in time,
Yes, that's a great
I will
positive.
meet someone.
Yeah, way to look at it.
Good.
In time.
All right, well, let's do this, all right? There's a new challenge now. It's called the TZ Anthem Challenge. It was created by the 15-year-old Zay Hilfiger. Tons of people have tried the Juju on the beat, and over the weekend, I reposted this video on Twitter. It's the Atlanta educator Ron Clark of the Ron Clark Academy doing the TZ Anthem Challenge. Isn't that cute?
Love it.
With some of his students.
I love it.
I posted it on my Twitter account, and then Sunny Hostin, the co-host from The View, sent me a tweet, and she said, Juju on the beat, Lonnie. I'm feeling The View and the Real Daytime Juju Challenge. You know what
we were challenged?
She's challenging us.
Okay.
That would be so they're not ready. They're not ready, because
Well,
I need you on that beat all day long.
Okay.
I talked to the girls.
And I run manage.
Yeah.
Okay?
Seriously?
I know how to run
If
man.
you guys can't take The View and win this, like, I'm done.
Pressure. Pressure.
You know, I had to find out from the girls, did they want to do the challenge? Do you want to?
All there.
Well, Sunny, challenge accepted. Whoopi and the rest of the girls, get ready, because we coming for you. Tell us when and where. We'll be there all day long.
We got to do this. We got to practice.
Totally.
Don't embarrass me.
Oh my God, no, we won't let you down, Cynthia. Now, speaking of music, rapper Jay-Z is reportedly a little fired up over his friend Kanye West. Kanye recently opened up about the current state of his relationship with the fellow rapper at a concert, sharing that Jay allegedly hasn't been a good friend in the wake of Kim's Paris robbery. The whole ordeal left a lot of people wondering about how Jay felt about Yeezy, because according to Page 6, Jay-Z allegedly can't stand him and reportedly referred to Kanye as, I'm quoting all this out because I know how people say things and you just believe what you hear, as a nut job. So this is alleged. I know, you know, because I think, first of all, you know, we're friends here. Yeah. And when you're in the media, in the spotlight, everybody just thinks they know your business, like they're your friend themselves. And so when you hear things like this, I don't know what to believe, you know? But all I know is, okay, so apparently Kanye was at a concert and he said out loud that Jay-Z, in some words, said that Jay-Z didn't call him right after.
He never called out Jay's name.
Okay.
But he pretty much, there was two
You
different...
knew who he was talking about, though.
That's the thing.
Supposedly they're saying it was alleged about him that I guess he called and he said, you should come over to my house or...
Right. So here's my thing. When something traumatic really happens, there are some people who just kind of like let the dust settle. Like, you don't hit that person up because you just think they're going through things. He's got cops calling him. He's got to look out to see who in his camp might be involved in this. Like, I wonder if Jay maybe was just like, let me just let you chill for a bit, and then call you later.
Or maybe they just
wait,
have...
I'm sorry. Can I correct her?
Yes.
He called. He called him.
Way later.
But
So
he didn't come to the house. And he's saying that the kids haven't, this is allegedly, this is what was on the tape, that the kids haven't even played together. So that's, because this is juicy. You know I know about it.
So I'm starting to think maybe Kanye thinks that they have more than just a business relationship. Because a lot of the time, some people, they don't know how to determine the difference. You know, you work with that person, and that's your business associate of a friend.
Yeah,
I made that up. And then you have people that you work with that you become true friends, like us. We hang out with each other after work. But I've worked on shows where we just had a business relationship. So maybe that is what they have. They only have that business relationship, and JC sees it that way, but Kanye wanted something a little bit more personal. So he's expecting more. Does that make sense?
Would you take it personally if you weren't, if somebody just called you and didn't come to you? I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
You got kids. I've gone through things. You call, you send a text message, and you say, hey, you good? I'm sorry, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
I don't even need a phone call. You could just shoot me a text praying for you, thinking about
See, that's not Kanye.
I don't need all that.
That's not Kanye.
Yeah.
We all know that's not Kanye.
Would you need all that? Would you need all that?
No, my point,
Depends on what type of friend it is.
Exactly.
And I feel like Kanye loves Kanye, so he wants you to love Kanye as much as Kanye loves Kanye.
Right. But let me just say this. Let me just say this. I think it's very important for us to really try to figure out, you know, like Tamara was saying, how good of friends are they? Because, you know, there is, you know, a situation sometimes where you just want to kind of like step back and let the dust settle. But at the same time, if you're really good friends, and what is a good friend? Like, do they vacation together? You said their kids don't even really play together, right?
That was what he allegedly said.
Well, allegedly, their kids don't even play together. So for me, if someone's my good friend, they've been to my home. My kids play with their kids. If anything happened to them, I mean, I think the situation was so, you know, tragic. I mean, it was like a life and death situation.
Right.
I think, you know, I mean, I wanted to call. If I had their phone number, I would have called and I would have stopped by. You know what I'm saying? It was like a serious situation.
Yeah.
So I think he should have reached out. You said he did. I don't know when, but I think he definitely should have reached out right away.
He wanted him to come over the house and bring the kid.
he wanted him. But I agree with what Tamara is saying. This is my issue with this. We use the word fam and bro and brother and sister too lightly.
Agreed.
Because the whole thing was, you know, I never heard Jay-Z say, you my brother, but I've heard Kanye say it a lot. This my bro, this my fam. You remember that picture that they took that was at the award ceremony? It was him, Kim, B, and J, and it was he tweeted it out, and he just said fam, you know? And the point is that sometimes you thinking that you family, but the other people, like you said, Tamara, we ain't family like that. You know what I mean? We good friends and we work together. Right.
Another friend of Kim and Kanye is in the news. Model Chrissy Teigen recently faced some social media backlash over how she held her baby Luna when this photo surfaced. A Twitter user complained to Chrissy saying, quote, "That is not how a baby is held."
Uh-oh.
And Chrissy replied, only the way Chrissy can reply, really? Because that's how I'm blank holding her.
That's right. Snap, 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 snap.
Yes.
And that's that.
Chrissy continued tweeting photos those are literally split seconds, moments in time that evolve. You tell them, Chrissy. I despise mommy shamers, and I am a proud shamer of mommy shamers.
Yes.
I am so sorry, Chrissy, you had to deal with this. Unfortunately, moms, whether in public or in private, we always have to deal with somebody thinking that they can raise our kids better than that we can raise our kids.
That's right.
I call them momsters. They're moms who are momsters. But honestly, you guys, after 4 years, my son is 4. I still get people saying things on my Instagram. I just don't care anymore. Because you know what? I got 4 years of experience. I know what I'm doing.
Yes.
My children are thriving, and that's the biggest clapback you can do.
Absolutely.
They're fine. I know what I'm doing. Thank you very much.
I'm so happy that these celebrities are clapping back, though. Like, just shut them down. And nobody does it better than Chrissy. She's super witty.
so good at it.
And I love it.
I have to say, I'm not really big on the social media clap back, but if you come for my daughter, if you come for Noelle, then I'm definitely
Yep.
gonna
Let her
clap
know.
right
Mama
on
bear.
back every single
Absolutely.
time. You know, it's interesting because, no, serious, don't.
beautiful.
But
Oh,
leave Noelle alone.
Gorgeous.
Oh, that's my baby. But leave Noelle alone, okay? You can say what you want to say about me, Peter, whoever. Leave Noelle alone now, because here's the thing. You know, Noelle is a teenager. She's 16, about to be 17. So she's in that in-between stage where she's not a kid, but she's not grown.
Yeah.
So I get people, you know, if she takes a photo, it's like, oh, I can't believe you let her have a weave in her hair right now. Oh, I can't
wow.
believe she has on make. Are you kidding me? Like, it's my child, it's my money, it's my bundle. If I want to put a weave in my hair or my child's hair, that is our business. Like, we're not coming to you asking for bundles. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really offensive. And even I'll even go further. And I know my mom is watching this. Hi, Mom. I love you. But I put my mom on Front Street. I love my mom. I respect her. She did an amazing job of raising my sister, my brother, and I. But, like, even, you know, sometimes I have to say, you know, Mom definitely gets in, like, well, you should do this and you should do that. And, you know, when I raised y'all, it was like this. I'm like, this is a different generation. You know, everyone has to just let us raise our children. You know, my mom raised us. I had nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? So I think I applaud the moms out there because we do a good job. It's not easy. It's not easy, and we're not perfect. We're not going to always get every single thing right, but we love our children, and it's all coming from a good place.
And we're doing the best that we can, and that's
Thank
all
you.
that
And
matters.
how do they know little Luna wasn't the one shaking and moving? Babies move. By the way, when I help my nieces, they be moving so much. I could be trying to hold them the proper way, but they be moving.
Well, you know what? I was on a flight with John Legend and Baby Luna. We was in first class, and you know what? Baby Luna has this temperament that is great. She was so cool. She was calm. She was quiet. You know, so what I'm trying to say is they doing a good job, okay?
Don't worry about that.
Nothing's wrong with that baby, you know? And babies like to be held like that. They like for you to hold them all crooked and upside down. And
Honestly,
baby,
she was pulling her up because she's holding her right up underneath her, you know, her little pamper area. So.
But I agree with her. You know, sometimes people just take a picture in that moment and they think there's people out there who actually have jobs of reading your facial expression to say, are they really in love or are they fighting right now?
So
I
annoying.
hate when they do that because it's just a photo in the moment. And even my mom, like, she did a lot of things, honestly, unconventional when I was growing up. She let me play with makeup at a very young age. She colored my hair at a young age. And anytime people said things to her, she would be like, you know, like, why you talk about my kid? You take care of your own kid. Don't take care of mine. Let it go. And I really love that.
That's right.
Because if you're not paying for somebody else's child care, you're not taking care of someone else's kid, you ain't got no right to talk about that person.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely.
And
Go ahead.
I was going to say, just in closing for me, you know, babies are heavy. You know, after a while, you don't know how long she was holding her.
Yeah.
After a while, you're like, okay, let me just relax a little bit. As long as she has her, she's good.
She's good.
Okay.
We love you, moms out there. You're doing the work, and we love you. Cynthia, okay, so I heard from a little bird that you are quite a germaphobe. That you're, like, super scared of germs. Is this true?
I travel a lot, so I stay in a lot of hotels.
Okay.
And I bring my own pillowcase because all I can think of when I lay down is, like, everyone else that has laid on the same pillow. And I stay in some nice hotels, but I know good and well they don't bring new pillows every day. So that is my one thing.
Pack your own pillowcase. That's,
And there's like a little OCD thing going on too. Like I feel like I have to cleaned up my hotel room.
So do I.
Like I don't clean it up, but I straighten it up.
Me too.
You like clean it before the maid comes and cleans it.
I do. I clean it up for the maid to clean it.
Yes, I do.
That's pretty clean. I just
Like
pre-clean it.
wiping?
No.
Well, I just
But, like,
straighten
I
up.
make my bed. I make
straighten
my
up.
bed in the hotel all the time.
Me too.
I rearrange things.
You do?
Yes.
Well,
and at one point, you guys, I was
see, I'm
so
not
bad.
alone. My sister, I'm not alone.
Oh, no, you're not. You're not. Like, I'll rearrange a light,
Right.
you know, because it has to be...
Feng shui.
Right.
Yes, I have to have feng shui in the room, because it makes me think clearer.
And
right?
that's important. It's important. And you know what? I meet a lot of people, and we have, our show is great, #1, and all that good stuff. So we have a lot of fans. So I'm always like meeting. Thank you, Shameless Plug. We're the #1 show on Bravo. Sorry,
yes.
but anyway, I meet people all the time, and I'm a big hugger, and I want to connect and interact, but I don't like shaking hands all the time because hold on now.
No,
because I don't know where everybody's hands have been before they walked up to me. So what I do, because I still want to connect, I just give a pound. Like, let's just do a pound, and I think it makes me cool too. Be like,
Oh my God.
No,
I do carry hand sanitizer.
all the time.
Of course I carry hand sanitizer.
In your
but
purse.
sometimes I'm not feeling well, so I could be contaminating you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The
Sometimes I
hand
don't feel well.
sanitizer create the super bug. I'm telling y'all, that do not work. I did research.
Are you
so it really
serious?
don't work. Wash your hands and wipe them off. Okay?
Yes, I agree.
Don't wash your hands and put them in the blower.
I agree.
But here's
Are
the thing,
smart.
though, you guys, and they even showed it on Dateline. One time they put a secret camera in a restroom. Guess how many people actually wash their hands after using the bathroom? 37% of people.
Oh, God.
So I just want you to picture that for a second. And you know what's even crazier is that once you even wash your hands, then you got that door to go for afterwards. Does anybody else
which
wipe
makes
their hands?
washing your hands
No.
pointless.
Did y'all hear
No,
the
what
story?
I do is I take my
Oh, I thought
my
you were going
napkin
back here, and I was like, what is happening here?
No, I take my napkin and I open that door with the napkin.
Yeah.
I don't.
No. Have y'all heard about research on the shopping cart handles?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, they
So
said
you know
those are
how
really
they have the wipes before you go in
Yes.
to grocery shop?
Yes.
Please use those because
Yeah.
they said they found feces.
Fecal matter.
actually on fecal matter
Yes.
on the handle of the shopping carts.
Yeah.
And you're picking out food and everything.
Yep.
Could you imagine that?
And
you
your
know how they
kids are
have the,
playing
like,
because they sit there?
Yes, and they have like those little free sections where you can, eat food.
Yes.
Just imagine you're putting your hands on the shopping cart and then you're picking up a cracker and then you're eating.
Y'all
Yup.
think too much.
Seriously.
You guys are out of control.
I got some ninja
True.
skills, you guys. Like when I go to the bathroom, I can go to the bathroom, open the door with my elbow, do my thing without touching anything, finish, move the door with my elbow, wash my hands, and wait for somebody to come in so I can move that out.
Oh my
You're
God.
good.
Yes, I'm really good.
You guys are doing too much. You guys do know. First of all, you guys know I'm not a germaphobe at all. I think germs are helpful. They help me keep my antibodies up. Bring me your germs, I'll bring you mine. You help me, I help you.
I will
And
say,
let me
though,
tell you, I'm not trying to be
you've never been
funny.
sick.
I've never
She's
sick.
never been sick.
I
Never
get
been
sick,
sick.
maybe once every 2 years.
Maybe. I'm only not a germaphobe if it's a good-looking man. He can hug me and put all the germs.
The presidential election is quickly approaching, and we want to remind you all to use your real voice and vote on November 8th. This is so important, you guys. Like, if you're undecided, figure it out, people, okay? And go vote. November 8th, it's coming up really, really soon. A lot of people think that, they can sit this election out. But you can't do that, you guys.
No.
I hear so many people say, well, my vote probably doesn't count. Well, wouldn't you rather be safe than sorry, just in case?
Yeah.
And it's low-key disrespectful. So many people have fought for our opportunity to be able to vote. So many people are trying to get to this country to be able to have the freedom to vote. Like, it is major. And I think it's so terrible if we take that for granted.
Yes, I love that you brought that up, especially Adrian. You guys, there are still countries today where women are not allowed to vote. There are
wasn't
countries
too long
where
ago we weren't allowed to vote.
Right, and we make up this country. We have such a valuable part in this country because we can say something and we can change something.
Yes.
Right.
It's huge.
That's a major thing. But I think this next generation sometimes takes that for granted.
Yeah, because people, they think that there's so many people, they can't. But you guys, one vote, one state can sway everything. Yeah. So you
Well,
really
it's
have
not
to
even
let it be
about
heard.
the president. It's also about locally voting because there are a lot of amendments and ordinances that need to be voted on. If you get mad about something that changes in your community, it's because probably you didn't vote on it.
Yes.
It's just like locally, like here in Los Angeles, you have to pay 10 cents for a bag when you go get your groceries. Or if you don't have a bag, you have to pay 10 cents for it, or you have to bring a reusable bag. And I went into the store. I remember when it happened. It was like January, what was it? 2015. I walked in there and I was like, what you talking about? I gotta pay 10 cents for a bag.
Jeannie voted that, and you didn't.
And I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem paying 10 cents for a bag.
You and Freddie are Petty Crocker, because you guys will be like, I don't need a bag, thank you.
So it's important to vote locally, too.
You won't pay.
I'm a big fan.
I'm saying, remember, if you don't vote, you don't have a right to complain if you don't want something.
You can't say nothing.
You can't
I'll say I agree with you 100%, and I will say for everyone that, kind of has an unpredictable or busy schedule, early vote. Like, I always vote early so I don't have to be stressed out. I'm single, I have to work, I don't want to miss work because I got to go vote. So take that pressure off of you and go out there and vote early.
Awesome.
And make sure you check your ballot. I don't care who you vote for. Check your ballot and make sure, like that electronic voting, make sure it checks off who you want it to be.
And for all of my Latinos, there are 27.3 million eligible Latinos out there that can vote. You guys, we can make a major difference in this election. Get out there and vote. Our voices can be heard.
It's one of the spookiest times of the year, and we love it.
Yes.
So for this Halloween season, we want to get into the spirit by sharing some of the things that make our Halloween a perfect 10. No tricks up our sleeves. You're in for a treat. It's time for Dime Speak.
Woo! Ready? Okay. D-I-M-E-S-P-E-A-K. Dime Speak.
Are we done?
I love it.
So cute. Ready.
All right, ladies, let me begin. Since Halloween only comes around once a year, go all out with your costumes. Yes, we do. Yes. If you want to be a cat, don't just throw on a pair of cat ears and call it a day. Deck yourself out from head to toe.
Yes.
Get crafty, borrow items from friends, and find one of those YouTube tutorials on cat makeup. Go big, kittens. Take a note from Heidi Klum, for example. She takes her costumes to the next level every year.
Yes.
Going all out for Halloween is my Dime Speak.
I love our and you guys, your whole family kills Halloween.
I love that.
We're obsessed.
Mine kind of has to do with yours, actually,
Okay.
Cam, because I live for any type of family costumes, especially mommy and me costumes.
Yes! Oh my God, that's so cute.
Everyone knows Mama Ma and I love playing dress up. So we would use Halloween to channel our inner dream versions of ourselves. Remember, you guys, Beyonce and Blue Ivy even dressed up as Janet and Michael Jackson.
That was so cute.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
gosh.
cute.
Mommy and me costumes are my Dime Speak.
Halloween, it's my opportunity to get my little extra sexy, extra ratchet, whatever I'm feeling that day. Just show it all. I'm either a breast girl or a leg girl, but for Halloween, I want breasts, legs, waist, hair, lashes. I want everything. I want it all. Go for it. And that is my Dime Speak.
Well, when it comes to Halloween, the costumes, the trick or the treat, and it's generally for the kiddies. But who paid for the costumes? Who takes them round door to door? Is Y-O-U-and-M-E, me. The parents, the aunties. So you know what? We need to take our cut of the bounty, all right? That's it. Make sure that you take them to the rich neighborhoods because that's where the people give out handfuls of candy and their whole candy bars. I do it all the time. You'll see me over there, Tamara.
I know.
I'll
We're
be there.
waiting for you.
And
We're
this
ready.
is why it's a win-win for me and my sweet tooth, and that's a Dime Speak.
That was a good one, Mommy.
I like that.
All right. During the spookiest time of the year, you can throw the hottest Halloween party. Let everybody dress up. One of my favorites is turning your spiked punch into real witch's brew. You get an extra large punch bowl and put a slightly smaller bowl inside of that one. Fill the smaller bowl with the Halloween punch of choice. And then very carefully, you guys, add some dry ice and a little bit of water in between the two bowls. Make sure, you guys, that you read the dry ice instructions carefully because you need to take extra precautions when handling it. And whatever you do not put the dry ice in the punch. You'll end up with a bunch of
It's not real ice.
bad people, yeah. When it's all put together, you guys, it becomes the spookiest looking drink ever, and everyone is gonna love it. So get your spooky DIY on, you guys. That is my Dime Speak.
Hey!
As you guys know, my co-hosts and I are extremely competitive, sometimes a little immature, it happens. If you tuned in last week, shut up, Lonnie, you saw that I narrowly won the first round of the cook-off challenge against my girl, Lonnie. But yo, you guys, guess what? Things are heating up as our 2 remaining co-hosts go head-to-head into their own battle of the burners. 24 hours ago, we gave Tam Tam and Adrian the same 5 random ingredients. They were instructed to create a recipe and execute the most delicious meal using all 5 items.
Now, the 5 items that they must use are black olives, Parmesan cheese, broccoli, corn, and chicken. Now, we started the clock over the break, and the aroma is already filling up the room. Can you guys smell it? Oh, my goodness. Now, they each have a total of 20 minutes to cook and plate their dishes. Let the kitchen clash begin. This is part 2 of Cooking Wars. Now, this battle will take one host closer to winning the official Real Host Cook-Off trophy. Jeannie, Cynthia, and I will be judging this round along with our incredible guest judge. He's the healthy lifestyle crusader who just launched Rocco's Organic Protein Powder. Give it up for the one and only Chef Rocco!
How are you? How are they doing?
Oh, you know, it looks like they're doing
I watched
great.
them backstage.
We are so happy to have you come and help us out, you know, with the expertise for this momentous event.
Let's see how our chefs are doing. Adrian. Adrian?
Adrian, you still there?
How are you doing over there?
Okay, so I am making what I'm calling brock chicken pasta. I've got the broccoli in there. You know, the chickens make the brock. Okay. So right now I'm gonna put my chicken into my pasta and mix it all together.
Looks good. She's got a lot of food
Chicken,
going on
broccoli,
now.
all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm impressed. While these ladies are putting in work, Rocco,
Yes.
you gotta tell us about this brand new organic protein powder that you created to make cooking easier because we're all talking about it. What is it and how do you use it?
So I don't know if you remember last time I brought on my shake powders.
Yep.
Yes.
So I've developed that and launched it on Amazon Prime, and now you can actually cook things with it. So not only can you make a great shake, start your day with 30 grams of protein, have sustained energy, but you can make protein pancakes, you can make protein cake bites, you can make protein cookies, you can make protein muffins, all crepes, breads, all kinds of things. So it's evolved to 2.0, and yeah, it's on Amazon Prime, next day, free delivery, awesome.
Yeah.
Fresh grated Parmesan.
Hands, throw it on there.
Okay, that's yours.
It's
Hold on.
fine. You can't overdo the Parmigiano Reggiano.
Okay. I'm all about presentation.
Okay, we're
So
gonna
the
try
skillet
that
is
first.
really
Watch the
hot,
plate.
so be careful. The thing is, I want you to taste the quinoa with your fork and eat it with the Parmesan crisp.
Oh.
Because you have to get all of the
Cool.
flavors.
So it's
in
sort
one.
of like a
Okay.
multi-function dip.
You guys,
Okay,
it's
so
very...
Tam, while
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
passing it out, break it down to us what this actually is.
So
It's really beautiful.
all of the main ingredients. I added some black beans, some rotel.
Sorry, I just have to take a picture.
Some quinoa. And I like cooking it in a skillet because it keeps it hot.
Oh, look at that. Look
I
at the
want you
pull
to-
on that.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
I don't
Yeah.
have no room.
Okay.
And you use quinoa instead of rice, which is a
Yeah,
seed
quinoa.
versus a carb.
Yes.
Very good
and
choice.
It's a healthier.
So what do you think,
Do you like
Rocco?
it?
You like it.
When I'm not talking,
It's
you
a
mean I
good
like
time.
it. Listen, you've treated this the way a professional chef in a restaurant would treat it.
Really?
You've got a great presentation. The flavors are balanced. It looks beautiful.
Okay.
I'm seeing 10 out of 10 here, man.
All right.
You better get
All
to
right,
work.
Adrian, it's time
I'm
to try
trying.
yours. Let's
I am
move
not
it
a
up.
cook, so that was my
Adrian.
disclaimer.
No,
I don't
Adrian,
ever
it doesn't
cook.
matter. It smells amazing.
I appreciate being wined and dined.
Okay. Adrian, tell us about your
Adrian,
dish.
I made some pasta with some broccoli, some olives, which is exactly what they gave me.
Oh my God.
Some.
Say it in Italian or Spanish just to make
Well,
it sound
I added some
Yeah.
adobo and some sazon.
Yes. See how that sounds so much better?
Sabor, thank you very much.
Exactly.
That's that flavor you're tasting right there. It's the adobo and the sazon.
I'm not gonna lie, this is banging.
Really?
This is so good.
Both of these are good.
Really good.
We have to deliberate. So give us a second, ladies.
Okay.
Let's talk.
Okay.
All right. Are we moving away to like
That cheese thing? It's really healthy.
And the shredded chicken is bomb.
Come to a decision.
definitely both dishes were great.
Yes.
No question about it.
Yes. So,
Totally different. So.
drum roll, please. The winner of the second battle in our cooking wars is Adrian Bailon.
No way! No, Adrian, you have lots of flavor.
It's really weird. How are you eating? Adrian Bailon, you killed this.
Congratulations, Adrian. You are on your way to battle it out with Jeannie in the final competition for your chance to win the official Cooking Wars trophy.
Oh my God. We would like to extend a special thanks to our guest judge, Chef Rocco.
Thank you.
Special.
Now in this second season, Fox hit show Lucifer has said to heck with traditional crime shows and given us a devilish walk on the wild side. With us today are two of his hottest stars. Please welcome Tom Ellis and DB Woodside.
Welcome back. It's good to have you here
Good to
again.
see you again.
Okay, so you guys play some really interesting characters, to say in the least. Tell us about these.
Well,
Wait, they looked at each other.
I play Lucifer Morningstar, who is the devil. And he's moved to Los Angeles because he's bored of being the devil and he just wants to be his own man. So he opens up a nightclub in Los Angeles.
Oh,
Much to the annoyance of his big brother.
Yeah.
okay.
And I'm his brother, a archangel who's been sent from heaven to earth to try to convince my dear younger brother to go back to hell.
Go back to hell. Wait, nice. That is the best storyline ever.
I know.
Now, although you guys play enemies on the show, Tom, I hear that there was a time that DB actually held you down. Tell us about that.
So it's my favourite story about DB, and it's perfectly true. So we were shooting a scene on Long Beach, and it was a big scene for us, you know. And I was in my usual devil outfit, which is basically a suit, and DB was in his angel regalia, shall we say, which is basically a dress. Anyway, we're into this scene. It's a great scene, and we do my coverage on it. There you go. That's it. We shoot my coverage on it, and we turn around the cameras to shoot on DB, and all of a sudden, above our heads, this drone starts flying, like hovering just about like 15 feet above our heads. So one of our security people went to ask him if he could stop flying it, and he said, "No, I'm perfectly in my rights to fly my drone wherever I want to fly it."
Okay.
Well, that didn't land too well on DB when he found out where the guy was, and he goes, "Let me talk to him." So he breaks out of the scene, starts marching down Long Beach in this dress, going, "Hey, hey!" And this guy, like, is flying his drone. He sees this huge black man in a dress coming towards him. And he pulls his drone down and puts under his arm, starts running towards his car. And DB's going, "Hey, I just want to talk to you. And he gets to his car, and he's, like, banging on the car, going, "Hey, hey, hey." And the guy's, like, out of the parking lot and rushes off like this. And then it all sort of calms down, and we get inside the van, and all of a sudden DB goes, "Oh, my God, I'm wearing a dress."
And you still hadn't scared.
I mean, well, that's pretty threatening.
I have to say you look pretty good in a dress
Thank
as
you.
well. So, how did you like walking in our shoes, so to speak? How did you like being in a dress?
You know, when I first heard that was what I was going to be wearing, I wasn't exactly thrilled about it. And when we got picked up, I went into the writer's room and I said, "Guys, look, I would really appreciate it if we could get him out of that dress as quickly as possible." And then I came back, which they did, and they all had a good laugh about it. But then I came back this season, and honestly, I missed the dress.
Really?
You
Yeah, I
missed
missed the
Mary's
dress.
dress.